seconds out for round one. Once again, folks, we are back here at Epic 20. This fight proudly brought to you by the Fade Doctor. Bout number 12 of the evening between two of my favourites, Leo Nguyen and Ben Worsfold. The Pit versus Riddlers again. These have drawn some great battles all night.
Both fighters very similar in the way that they look and present themselves, very stocky sort of physiques.
Both of these guys as well, a lot more evenly matched up than what's on the paper. We see Leo with 9 wins and 5 losses. 3 wins, 11 losses and 2 draws, but both have been campaigning quite regularly a lot lately. We've seen Ben being very active over in Thailand. I think this is his first fight back in Australia from Thailand. He won about 3 fights, I think, even on Max, coming away with a couple of bonus wins on that. So he's been doing very well in his time in Thailand. But Leo Nguyen, as the Pit always do, taking hard fights, stepping up, getting more actively nationally. So this is a lot more even than what is actually on paper as far as skill level and activity goes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Leo's also fought a couple of really good Thais as well. So, I mean, he's only had a handful of fights and fought some quality Thais amongst that as well.
So far, both boys very composed and calm in centre ring. A very nice Thai style, but very active style as well. Oh, nice dipping body coming upstairs from Leo Nguyen. Switching up to the body kick, missing with the elbow as Ben. Both scoring quite regularly and very nice at the moment too. Inside,
very nice
outside,
technical
shot
fight so far, isn't it? Both boys really everything that they throw is very accurate as well.
Very accurate, very technical, but active. Step up. Oh, nice fake with the right kick into the body, and upstairs is going Leo with the leather. Switch up lead. Nicely checked there by Ben Worsfold.
I think Ben needs to be careful after they've sort of exchanged. His hands are coming down a little bit, either whether it's a habit of fixing his shorts or something like that. He probably needs to be a little bit aware of his hands coming a little bit lower. Sometimes
I do find that when fighters come back from Thailand, they get a bit too Thai style with, you know, fixing the shorts and taking it slower. Ben's certainly not taking it slower, but just some of those sort of habits that the Thais do, it doesn't always transfer over into the Western style of Muay Thai.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody knows that the Thais don't really throw too many hands, so when they do go to Thailand, the hands become sort of like a second thought, and then they come back, as you said, they come back here, and Westerners like to punch on.
Absolutely. Well, these guys are finding no trouble with their hands so far in this first round. Nice step up knee. I really like how composed they're both staying. Sort of consistent work, but rallying back is Leo Nguyen, going for the headache maker, missing it, jabbing low, coming up high, comes in with the left hook, stopping on the knee. What an into that first round, Kaylee Reese.
That was a ripper, landed a couple of really heavy shots there.
End of round one, or round two.
Blair and Daz, such experience between the two of them.
I mean, wow, you know, that's another thing tonight I think Epic really produces, not just the standard of fights and the matchups from fight one right to the main event, but you look at the standard of the gyms, the corners, the knowledge that is in those corners. You know, we've got the likes of, obviously, you know, people like the other half, and I won't say the better half, the other half in Darren Rees, who, you know, we've got Darren Cougar, Blair Smith, we've got Gav, you know,
we've got Ben throwing some heavy shots here.
And here comes Ben Worsfold. He's going upstairs, going for the lever. Leo looking for the big headache maker, missing altogether as he's returned fire by Ben Worsfold. It's probably the first time I've actually seen Leo backed up. Just relentless pressure now from Ben Worsfold. Inside, outside, high, low, body, head, body. Looking for the elbows now. Is he trying to crack that cranium open?
Trying so hard to listen to what both corners are telling their fighters to do in this kind of situation.
Geez, Ben's doing a good job. Just nothing devastating, but just sneaking those elbows in. Just short pop, and he just repeats it over and over.
He's telling, Daz is definitely telling Ben to chop the legs, which I don't know if he's hearing it, but there we go.
Oh, well, there we go. I've got to say a big shout out to all the fighters tonight. They've really done a good job in making the commentators look good.
Nice, one of those sneaky elbows you were just talking about, straight over the top.
Yeah, I think that's kind of good. Not every shot has to be some devastating knockout shot. You know, you just chip away and chip away and chip away.
Well, sometimes the worst cuts, you know, can be from the slightest elbow. You don't even think that they look like they're going to do anything, but they can be potential to stop a fight.
Leo almost wrapping that shin around the neck of Ben Worsfold. Ben returning a little smile, saying, "Yep, all right, cool, yeah, I'll keep my guard up." Leo just letting him know, I can still get there, son. See Ben now really pushing forward now. Leo trying to return a bit of fire of his own, couple of step-up knees and pushing forward that right cross. Haven't seen Leo as active with the leg department so far. Oh, nice liver shot. Nice returning fire of the elbows there.
I think now Ben has thrown a lot of hands. You know, he needs to start thinking of another avenue, like maybe throwing some leg kicks or some kicks back up to the body and mixing things up a little bit now.
I think you were saying earlier when you're saying Daz was calling, you know, chop the leg, let's chop, let's chop and start chopping him up.
Yeah, start to mix it up, make them think, you know, like up and down, up and down.
This is such a good fight so far. This is, look, definitely have to put this down as the most technical fight so far. Most technically sound fight. Is there a bit of a cut there on Ben?
There is a slight cut above the eye there, I think.
Nothing too bad, not running, not juicy.
End of round number 2. This is the third and final round.
Third and final round action. I've got a good look. It is where the end of the nose is where Ben is cut. It's not that bad a cut, but he's definitely going to want to protect it. We all know what the pit are like. Blood, they love going after it. Very technically sound fight so far. Really showing his wares of fighting on top stage Thailand. He clips it with the overhand right.
Whoa.
Going for the spinning elbow, just clipping him again. Nothing too damaging, no. Leo still standing his ground.
He does yelling out for the chopping of the leg.
Very close fight. Oh, nice. And that's one thing Ben's done really well, is he's dipping to the body, both on the right and the left. Leo looking for the headache maker, getting a bit more active now in the leg department. Leo now starting to push forward his jab twos, but returning fire is Ben Worsfold. Here we go. Leo now. Could Leo be on the front foot? Has he opened? I think he's opened him up a bit more. Spinning elbow.
Who's here for Leo Nguyen? Who's here for Ben Worsfold? Oh, make some noise! Final stages of this fight!
Oh, what a cracking evening it's been so far. This is a ripper.
I think everybody was really looking forward to this fight, actually knowing that both boys are fight exactly like they do.
Oh, look, straight up, next epic. You got to do this fight again. This is delivered. What an... Both boys not taking a backward step. There's a sneaky elbow again from... Now trying to come over top, getting a bit more aggressive. As Leo through, it's Leo cut. The crowd really getting into this. Spinning elbow attempt, not hitting the mark. Oh, and return fire by Leo. He goes right, left.
This is making me feel like I want to have a fight again.
So do I. Oh, I've still got a few years left.
They have just been going.
Oh, and with great skill and great poise, I tell you what, ice packs to the head is what's going to be called for this one. Nice there by Leo, but the guard nice and tight there for Ben Worsfold, shot for shot. What about that?
What a fight!
Oh, yes!
We've got the seal of approval from Blair.
Fifth Worsfold, Nguyen. Once again, folks, another fantastic fight in the book because that is what I'm talking about. Just quickly, I was on the commentary there with Kaylee Reese. Obviously, the matchups get done by the bosses, but at the end of the day, no doubt, Epic 21, let's get these two back in center ring again. That was epic. And I love the decision let's do this again. At the end of 3 rounds, and it was a close one, we have gone to the judges' scorecards, declaring your winner. Red corner!